Good evening. I'm Epstein, and here we are with your evening flash update. And this is for your metal markets on Wednesday, and we're at the 29th of November, 2023, 6:10 p.m. Central Time. Interesting. Gold is in a consolidation phase. It's got to take this big rally that it's had and probably consolidate a little bit, but looks to me like it's on afterburners. It's got the game going of a dollar that barely can bounce. It's got heavy talk as to when interest rates are going to be cut. And it still has inflation that is pretty stubborn. To me, it's a win on all the news. So I'm just looking for the market. When is it going to pick up again? That's basically it. Bonds and notes, very stable, and that's after a big rally. I don't know if you've looked at how much money's gone into the junk bond market, but people are just piling in. And the reason for that is pretty simple. They're believing that if they buy it right now, they get the yield at this point, but then they get the gain. As the yield falls, they'll get a gain on what their asset is in terms of being able to sell the bond at another price. So it's very, very interesting what's going on. The market is saying interest rates, period, are peaking. Now, will they be right? You never know, but that's what the market is saying right now. So when we look at the gold market, you can see the rally's extended. On a closing basis, this is the best close we've had in a couple of years. You heard me, years. So I don't know how the month is going to figure out, but you got to start thinking that way because you're looking at the end of November tomorrow. You're looking at, by Friday, the end of a week. So you'll have monthly charts and weekly charts that are going to look powerful unless you get a big correction, which I don't see. We then look to see how the chart is looking here, and you can see how it just climbs straight on up, if you will. The pattern is one of higher lows, higher highs with the swing line. You can see all the moving averages are lined up, and once you came down and this 18-day average sort of kissed and went under for just a brief moment, the 200-day and picked up again, boom. The people that watch crossovers of moving averages, and this is not the ideal crossover, but it is a crossover, they just jumped on board that market. And you're running at the Bollinger Band. Now, you can't call it a Gorilla Glue trade. Let's go through what that is again. The Gorilla Glue trade is named after that product, obviously. And it's one of the strongest glues out there. Flex Seal would say theirs is better. I don't know if I want to stand under that 310 thing that he wants to drop with one dot on it, but I believe the man. Okay, you're supposed to believe advertising. You come up here, you're running the band. It takes at least 3-4 days. And then I say you got a Gorilla Glue trade, which often takes the slow stochastic and makes it embed. Embedding means that the market gets at least 3 days in a row where the slow stochastic, you can't count tonight. You got to go back to Wednesday. So day one was Wednesday. Day two, you need to get tomorrow, which is the Thursday trade to embed. Now, if you don't know what embedding is, please do me a favor. Take our enhanced Bollinger Band course, which is free with any 1-year subscription to my research. How do you get this? Let me explain the simplicity. To finish things off, my IT department said, hey, just send everybody to your website, irapstein.com. If you buy under the word research any 1-year subscription as a new subscriber, we will give you any of these courses for free. It's really that simple. I'll also put up an icon here that if you click it and you're on your PC, it'll take you right there. For those of you that are current subscribers, if you up your subscription, that doesn't mean from moving from a morning subscriber video to a morning ETF video. It would mean combining the two to go to a combo or adding full research plus something to it. That would do the job. You can pick it, and you choose the time you want to take these. Now, please don't activate your original charting software course if that's what you want. I will let you know here that my new course is ready. I am recording each day chapters. Let me finish it. My goal is Christmas. I fell behind the past 2 days. I'm recording, but not the speed I want. So tomorrow I'm devoting the day to doing that. I pray that it works. We'll see if that's the case. But if you have questions, you can always call my staff. They will work with you. I have sent out emails if you're on our mailing list as well. Look in your spam if you don't see that, and you normally get them. Now, the gold-silver ratio. It still favors silver fully. Keep in the back of your mind, when you're under the 18-day average, the bias turns down. So that's my line in the sand. When it turns down, as these numbers drop, what does it mean? It means you need less amount of silver. This is how many ounces in a perfect world, free of commission, that it would take to get 1 ounce of gold. Pretty simple. When you look at the silver, it has been running the upper band. This is your first move down. What I think is going to happen is you get a reasonable break here. A lot of people that aren't in want to get in. That's what I'm expecting to happen. Do you have an embedded reading? Well, you can't count tonight, but we can certainly count Wednesday. Both numbers over 80, both numbers over 80 the day before and the day before. Absolutely. So I am looking very hard at wanting to own silver on a break right now. In the copper market, well, you're trying to embed here too. So the copper market's coming alive. Why? Because China is recognizing their property problem and they are addressing it. Now, will they succeed? I don't know. Have they moved quick enough? For sure not. But are they moving? Absolutely. In addition, you're starting to see better numbers come out of China on their economics. Same in Japan tonight. So definite parts going there. The problem with the better economics in Japan, every time they come out that way, the bank continues to say they want to see more, which dampens the yen. Why? Because it's the same as saying they're not changing their monetary policy yet. So just remember how that works. When you come to the platinum market, you're overbought but trying to join in the parade of embedding. Embedding's the strongest tool you can have, in my opinion, because I believe momentum leads price. And if momentum turns up and stays up, price has a way of catching with it and going. When momentum turns, it often, not every time, but often turns down just before price turns down. So something that I look at all the time. In the dollar index, you have embedded readings. So what had been support, which is the 200-day average at 103.06.5, let's call it, all the way up here to the 200, 103.09.5. That's your resistance area. Could we get a bounce in the dollar? Sure. Are we getting an embedded reading? Yep. So at what am I? I am bearish the dollar, bullish most currencies. So again, do yourself a favor if you want to take one of our courses for free. And the real thing is, you're going to get my advice every day. And all I got to do is each week or so throw something that makes bingo sense, turns you on, and hopefully helps you, and I've done my job. What if there's a lot more of those ideas? Because what I do in my subscriber videos is very different from what you see here. This is priming you for what is there. There's really where the meat is. Again, you can click up here, go to iraepstein.com. Under the word research, you have a good evening.